Welcome to Math with Mrs. Cox. We are on Chapter 9, Lesson 12, page 683. In this lesson, we're going to be subtracting mixed numbers. Okay, let's begin. Example 1. A king crab weighs 2 3/4 of a pound. A second king crab is 1 1/4 pound. How much more? Usually when you see that phrase, how much more, you know it's subtraction. Use models to find the difference. Okay, so we have 2 3/4 that can estimate to 3, 1 1/4 that estimates to 1. So 3 minus 1 is going to be about 2. Our answer is going to be around 2. And over here, they have used fraction tiles. They used 2 3/4, 2 3/4, and they cross out a fourth. So what they do is they just go like this. Cross out a fourth and cross out 1 1/4 because you're subtracting the difference. So that means there is 1 2/4 of a tiles left. So 1 2/4 is the same as saying 1 1/2. So 2 3/4 minus 1 1/4 is 1 1/2. So that is one strategy, is using models to find your answer. And when you check for reasonableness, we estimated it would be about 2. Answer is 1 1/2, which that rounds up to 2. One strategy is models. Not my favorite, but it's still kind of fun. Okay, now we're going to do another strategy. We have 6 11/16. Ooh, that's really close to 7, so they estimated it to 7. 2 5/8 is going to be closer to 3 than it is to 2. So 7 minus 3 is going to be 4, is our estimation right there. Next, they are going to do the Math Antics version of finding a common denominator. I personally prefer to stack them. So I'm going to do 6 11/16, subtract 2 5/8. I'm going to draw my line out, and I'm going to say 16 is a number they can both go into. 8 will go into 16 twice. Whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do the top. 10. 16 will go into 16 1. Now I can subtract 10 from 11. Okay, 10 from 11 is going to be 1. 16th is what's going to be left over. Then I have to do my whole number, so I have 6 minus 2 is going to be 4. And that's not the answer that I had. 10/16. Yeah, no, it is. Okay. Haha. So what they want you to put right here is that we're going to have 2 10/16, which is what we got right here. And then over here, they're going to have you convert all of this cute mess into 10 16. So when you subtract it across, you get our 4 1/16. I actually think my way is a little bit easier, but that's okay because I'll teach you this way so I can say I did. Checking for reasonableness. We estimated it'd be about 4. The answer is 4. Just a little bit of 1 1/16. Okay. Estimate and then subtract. Okay, I'm just going to go like this. We're not going to estimate. We're just going to subtract and write the difference in simplest form. Oh, goody. Look. The denominators are the same. So we can just subtract the numerators and call our life great. Okay, so 2 minus 1 is 1. Now 4 minus 2 is 2. So we have 2 1/3. Go ahead and try 2 on your own. The denominators are the same, so subtract the numerators and subtract the whole numbers. Alrighty, number 3. The denominators are not the same, but I can fix that. I can make them equivalent easy enough. So I know 2 and 4 will both go into 4. 2 will go into 4 at least twice. Whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. 1 times 2 is 2. Now, when subtracting, you always need to make sure this number is bigger than this numerator, so you have plenty to subtract. In the chapter, the next one we work on, we're going to actually have problems with that and have to borrow from this whole number and regroup. But don't worry, we don't have to do that today. So we can easily have 3 minus 2, and we know that's going to be 1/4. Then we have 5, subtract 2 is going to be 3. So our answer is 3 1/4. All right, number 4. You are in charge of figuring out number 4. Push pause on the video and join me on number 5 in just a minute. Number 5. We're going to extend these out because we do not have like denominators, but we can fix that easy enough. I know that they will both go into 9. 3 will go into 9 3 times. 9 will go into 9 just once. So 8 minus 3 is going to be 5. Bring down the 9 as the denominator. Now we have whole numbers over here and they're subtracting. So 7 minus 5 is a 2. So my answer is 2 5/9. All right, number 6 is all yours. Please make sure you extend your lines and find a common denominator. I bet 12 would work great. And make sure to subtract your fractions and your whole numbers. Good luck. Join me on 7 when you're finished. Number 7. We have to make like denominators. So let's do 10. 5 will go into 10 2 times. 9 minus 4 is going to be 6/10. No, that's not right. 9 minus 4 is 5/10. Haha, fixed my mistake where someone busted me. Then we have 13 minus 4 is going to be 9. But that's not simplified because I know that 5/10, I can divide both of them by 5, and they'll go into 1/2. So my final answer is 9 1/2. All right, number 8. They do not have like denominators, so you will have to extend this line out and find a common denominator. I bet 6 would work really well. Okay, go ahead and make equivalent fractions. Subtract your fractions and subtract your whole numbers. Number 9. They didn't stack these for us, darn it. So I will go ahead and stack them for my problem. They do not have like denominators, so I will need to stack them. All right, denominator is going to be 8. 4 will go into 8 twice. Once. Now 3 minus 2 is 1/8. Now 8 minus 2 is going to be 6. So for number 9, my answer is going to be 6 1/8. Okay, number 10, you're in charge of that one. Go ahead and stack your equation like this. Remember, it is subtraction. Don't get confused. Extend your lines. And I bet 8 would be a great common denominator. Go ahead and finish the equation. Number 11. Going to have to stack this one too. Subtraction. And they do not have like denominators, so we need to get creative. I'm going to say 10 is going to be a great common denominator. 5 will go into 10 2 times. 7 minus 4 is going to be 3/10. Then my whole numbers, I need to subtract them. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 5 numbers different, so my answer is going to be 5 3/10 for number 11. Okay, algebra, find the unknown. Ooh, so you're going to have to stack them. And, well, guess what? Maybe you won't have to stack them. Look, they have the same common denominator. So you can subtract 1 from 11, see what your answer is, and then subtract 2 from 11 on the whole numbers. Okay, figure out your answer. Oh, I'll do number 13. We have 14 and 9/14 minus 5 and 2/7. I'm going to have to extend that line out there. They're both going to go into 14. Nine minus 4 is going to be 5/14, and I don't think that can be simplified. And then 14 minus 5 is going to be 9. So my answer is going to be 9 and 15, oh, excuse me, 9 and 5/14. There we go. Okay, number 14, I'll help you stack it, but then you're in charge of finishing it. Minus 9 and 2/5. Extend your line out. And a good number they both go into would be 15. Okay, go ahead and finish and make sure you realize it's subtraction. And we're going to skip that page. Let's go straight to the homework, shall we? Okay, remember, we are subtracting. They didn't give us very much room to work, but you can do it. Let me get my little markup going on here. Estimate. Cross that out. Let's see. We are going to stack these. Oh, look, they're already stacked. Beautiful. And they have a common denominator. Oh, joy. So 5 minus 3 is going to be 2/8. 6 minus 2 is 4. Now I can simplify this. I know that I can divide each of these by 2. 2 will go into 2 one time, and 2 will go into 8 4 times. So my final answer is going to be 4 1/4. All right, number 2, it's all yours. And it does not have like denominators, so you need to extend that out. And I bet 12 would be a great denominator to make them equivalent fractions. Make sure you subtract and write in simplest form. Okay, I'll work on number 3. Five minus 2 is 3/6. 4 minus 4 is 0. And 3/6 can be simplified because I know 3 can go into 3 once and then 3 can go into 6 twice. So my simplified answer is going to be 1/2. There we go. Number 4, Mrs. Gable bought 7 5/6 of a gallon of punch to the party. The students drank, which means subtraction. It's definitely not adding. They drank 4 1/2 gallons. How much punch was left at the end of the party? Okay, so we have 7 5/6, and then the students drank 4 1/2 gallons. So we need to find a common denominator. 6 would work really well. Now 5 minus 3 is going to be 2/6. 7 minus 4 is 3. Now that can be simplified. It can be 3, and 2 will go into 2 once. 2 will go into 6 3 times. So the students drink 3 1/3 gallons. Bella is 10 5/12 years old. Franco is 12 7/12 years old. What is the difference in their ages? Difference means subtraction. When you subtract, you usually put the biggest number first, and that's Franco. So he is 12 7/12, which means 7 months out of 12 years, or 12 months. And then Bella is 10 and 5 months out of the year. And, oh, I don't have to do that. There, both have the same denominator. So I can just go 7 minus 5 is 2/12. And 12 minus 10 is 2. And I can simplify this to 2 and 1/6 years. Number 6, during week 1 of a recycling drive, the 5th grade class recycled 9 2/3 pounds of glass, 12 3/4 pounds of newspaper. During week 2, the class recycled that many pounds of glass and that many pounds of newspaper. How many more pounds of newspaper than glass did the class recycle? So we need to add the 2 glass numbers together and the 2 newspaper numbers together. Then we need to subtract the glass from the newspaper to see which one was bigger, or to see how much more glass the class recycled. So this is a brain builder because there's extra steps. So here's the glass. I'm going to put a big G for glass, and 9 2/3. And then 8 2/3. Remember adding these two together. Yay, they have a common denominator that makes life easy. So 2 plus 2 is 4/3. Ooh, what do you notice about that? Yes, it's top heavy, so we need to take a whole number out of it. Add it over here. Add a whole number. And then 4 minus 3 is going to be 1/3 is left over. So we have 9 plus 8 is 17, plus 1 more is 18. So for glass, we have 18 1/3 pounds. Now we need to do the newspaper. So we have 12 3/4 for the first week. And then the second week, it's 13. Oh, yay. That makes life easy, doesn't it? So we can just bring the 3/4 down because there isn't another fraction to add to it. Then we add the 12 and the 13. So 3, 8, 4, 5. 1, 2. 25 is the newspaper. So now we have 2 numbers that we can now subtract. So we're going to have 25 3/4. Subtract 18 1/3. And I'm running out of room, so I'm going to write it really little over here. So 25, oh, I can give myself a little bit more room. 25 3/4. Subtract 18 1/3. And they do not have a common denominator, so first of all, we need to get a common denominator, which would be 12. 3 will go into 12 4 times. 4 will go into 12 3 times. So we have 9 minus 4 is going to be 5/12. Now we can take 18 from 25. So I'm going to regroup, turn that into a 1, turn that to 15. 8 will go into 15, 8 to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 7 times, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So my answer is going to be 7 5/12 as pounds. Okay, number 7. This one is really not a very fun question. So let me help you through it. A snack mix calls for 5 3/4 of cup of cereal and 3 5/12 cups less of raisins. How many total cups of snack mix does the recipe make? Write in simplest form. This is tricky. So what they should have done is just even taken this word less out of the mix, and then you would have realized it's asking for you to add. That is really tricky because even the answer is the result of them adding these two together, even though this whole lesson has been about subtraction. That's why it's in the brain builder section, because it's trying to goof you up a little bit. So here's what it looks like. You're going to do 5 3/4, and then 3 5/12. You're going to extend that out and find a common denominator, which is 12. 12 goes into 12, well, once. 4 goes into 12 3 times. Now, we are adding these together, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. 9 plus 5 is going to be 14/12, and that is top heavy. We're going to take a 12/12 out of that, which is a whole number. So we're going to have 2/12 left over, which simplifies down to 1/6. Take that whole number and add it right there. Then we have 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then our answer is going to be 9 1/6 cups. It's really confusing where they put that word less in there. I'm not sure why they did that, other than they just wanted to give you a brain ache. So there you go, folks. That's how you do number 7. Number 8, what is the difference between the two weights? So this is where I'm going to let you subtract it all on your own. You have this calculator and this MP3 player. So you're going to do 4 1/2, subtract 3 1/8. Draw your lines out, and a good number they both go into would be 8. So figure out the rest and subtract. It's one of these answers to the left. May the odds be ever in your favor. Tear this out and turn it in when you're finished. Thank you.